the manhunt reaches its 18th day, we turn now to former FBI Assistant Director Chris Swecker. Chris, have you ever seen anything like this, the subject of a manhunt posting a selfie video online?
Yeah, it does happen from time to time. Eric Rudolph himself, the Olympic bomber, his brother posted on his behalf several times, just trying to get their message out. You know, this guy, but it is a little bit unusual. This guy is an interesting study here. You know, only a career criminal could rationalize a prison escape to say, I was let out. And that gives you a kind of an insight into how they think. This guy's going to get caught. He's obviously feeling the heat. No telling where he is, but, you know, once you start fooling around with electronic media and social media, you know,
Yeah.
Well, I won't go into the forensics behind that, but
yeah, I was let out after I cut the toilet and the sink from the wall and dug a hole through the wall and crawled through, you know, to freedom. If that's let out, I guess, whatever. The video Massey posted doesn't appear to show very much. He's simply, as you can see right there, sitting on a stool. You can't really, it looks like he's in a kitchen perhaps, but police are undoubtedly scouring the video for clues to his whereabouts. What are they looking for?
yeah, there's some forensics behind social media postings that I won't get into because I don't want to tip him off. But and of course, they are working there furiously to sort of follow the leads, if you will, the public leads coming in, but also leads centering around his social network, and I'll use that term loosely. Anyone he was associated with in prison, who did he call from the prison, who contacted him? He obviously has some kind of infrastructure out there, or some kind of support, because he's one of the few that's been able to last, you know, this long out at large. So, you know, but he'll get caught. I mean, this is not a Mensa candidate here. This guy, the U.S. Marshals and the fugitive task forces around the country are pretty much hot on his trail. And I think this is one of his last hurrahs here. He's trying to make his case. He's feeling the heat.
Will authorities try to get Meta, which owns Instagram, to cooperate and share location data from the post?
Oh, absolutely.
And do they need a warrant to do that? Does Meta normally cooperate with searches like that?
There is an avenue with all of the social media outlets and the carriers to access information via an ex parte court order or a search warrant. So yes, I don't think they could just do it. An ex parte court order in federal court is not hard to get.
Right.
If they choose to go the search warrant route, then they'll go before a federal magistrate with a search warrant affidavit. But the quickest route is an ex parte court order.
Well, and he could also, he could have made
the
video and a friend could have posted it, so it still might not lead
Right.
exactly to any definitive information on where he is. Chris, we know that police today searched a home in New Orleans. Early on, the police chief of New Orleans said he believed the escapees were still in the area, but I don't know, now almost 3 weeks later, would that still be the case?
You know, I think it's doubtful. I think that the two that are at large now, what they probably have is they had some access to a vehicle or someone that transported them across state lines. And it really doesn't matter. I don't mean to say that flippantly or to be sarcastic, but it doesn't matter because there are fugitive task forces all around the country. And when they cross state lines, I think it makes it a little bit easier to get the feds involved, even more so with the UFAP warrant, unlawful flight warrant, knowing that they've gone interstate, or it's probable that they've gone interstate. So, but I just as an experienced investigator, fugitive hunter, I would say they're out of state at this point.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.